From Liam Neeson's epic beatdown to Ryan Reynolds getting way too friendly with Peter, Family Guy has hosted some of the wildest celebrity cameos on TV. Real stars, voicing twisted versions of themselves. Some hilarious, some downright unhinged. These aren't just guest spots, they're iconic TV history moments. Over the years, Family Guy has pulled off something no other show quite could, convincing A-list celebrities to say the most unhinged things, as themselves. Whether they're voicing twisted versions of their public image or showing up in ridiculous plot lines, these appearances blur the line between fan service and full-blown madness. And half the time, you don't even realize who's behind the mic until the credits roll. From chaotic cameos to legendary punchlines, we're counting down the greatest celeb moments that turned this animated sitcom into a Hollywood playground. So grab your popcorn, mute Meg, and stay with us as we dive into the most unforgettable celebrity appearances on Family Guy. 10. Robert Downey Jr., The Fat Guy Strangler. In Season 4's The Fat Guy Strangler, Family Guy delivered a dark surprise when Robert Downey Jr. voiced Patrick Peterschmidt, Lois's long-lost and deeply unhinged brother. It was a wildly unexpected turn. The voice of Iron Man playing a disturbed man with a vendetta against overweight people? Classic Family Guy insanity. Downey Jr. didn't just lend his voice, he transformed. His deep, unnerving delivery gave Patrick a dramatic weight that clashed brilliantly with the episode's twisted humor. The contrast between high-stakes performance and animated absurdity made the whole thing eerily hilarious. Fans were floored. Not only was it one of RDJ's rare animated roles, but it also showed just how far Family Guy could go to blend celebrity talent with chaos. This wasn't a wink or a nod, it was a full character performance, and it hit hard in the weirdest, most unforgettable way. 9. Betty White, Peterotica. In the unforgettable episode, Peterotica, comedy icon Betty White showed up to do what only she could, make Family Guy's raunchiest material sound downright delightful. Voicing the audiobook narrator for Peter's wildly inappropriate erotic novel, White delivered each steamy line with her signature calm, sweet tone, and it was comedy gold. The brilliance came from contrast, this wholesome TV legend calmly reciting Peter's filthiest fantasies. And yet, she made it sound classy. Fans were howling at the unexpected pairing, and the internet quickly dubbed it one of Family Guy's greatest voiceover gags. Betty White didn't just make a cameo, she made a statement. No one is too legendary to have fun with some chaos. And honestly, no one could have pulled it off better. 8. Johnny Depp, Lois comes out of her shell. In Season 11's Lois Comes Out of Her Shell, Johnny Depp slipped into a shocking cutaway as Edward Scissorhands babysitting Stewie. Picture Depp's iconic hands gently caring for a crying baby? It was delightfully surreal. As the scissors helped burp Stewie, fans couldn't help but laugh at the tender absurdity. Depp's willingness to poke fun at his signature role showed major humility, and it instantly became a standout joke. Family Guy turned a cult classic icon into a sweet babysitter gag, giving us one of the most memorably random celebrity cameos ever. 7. Cate Blanchett, Mr. and Mrs. Stewie. Cate Blanchett made golden screen history by voicing Penelope, the woman who stole Stewie's heart in Season 10's Mr. and Mrs. Stewie. It's wild hearing an Oscar winner deliver cheesy baby romance lines, but Blanchett nailed the romantic comedy parody. Even funnier, she also voiced Queen Elizabeth II in a joke-packed viewer mail gag. Her elegance in such silly setups was pure comedic gold. For many fans, hearing that voice in a Family Guy saga was surreal and unforgettable. 6. Ryan Reynolds, Stewie Goes for a Drive. 120 words. In Season 10's Stewie Goes for a Drive, Family Guy turned up the weird with a cameo from none other than Ryan Reynolds, playing a hilariously exaggerated, borderline obsessed version of himself. After moving into the neighborhood, Reynolds quickly develops an unsettling interest in Peter, and it's not exactly platonic. What starts as a friendly bromance quickly spirals into something way more intense. Reynolds compliments Peter's every move, invades his personal space, and drops flirty one-liners with that trademark smirk. The animation perfectly mirrors his real-world charisma, but dials it up to uncomfortable levels, creating a scene that's equal parts cringe and comedy gold. Fans loved it. Reynolds leaned into the absurdity, poking fun at his heartthrob image while making Peter visibly sweat. It wasn't just a cameo, it was a self-roast wrapped in charm and delivered with the kind of comic timing only Family Guy and Reynolds together could pull off. 5. Liam Neeson, Fighting Irish. In Season 13's Fighting Irish, Family Guy delivered one of its most hilariously brutal cameos when Liam Neeson stepped in to settle a ridiculous grudge, Peter Griffin claiming he could totally beat up Neeson in a fight. Bad idea. Neeson, known for his stoic action roles, appeared in animated form, complete with his intimidating Irish accent and signature calm rage. When Peter tries to back out, Neeson insists, and what follows is a glorious, over-the-top beatdown that leaves Peter bruised, humbled, and very, very broken. What made the scene iconic wasn't just the fight, it was how fully Neeson embraced the joke. He poked fun at his tough guy reputation, delivering gruff one-liners and doling out cartoon pain with dry wit. Fans instantly loved it. It was self-aware, savage, and completely Family Guy. Liam Neeson literally punching Peter's ego into the ground. 4. Dwayne Johnson, big man on hippocampus. One of the most unexpected and surreal celebrity moments in Family Guy history came in Season 8's Big Man on Hippocampus. In the middle of an already chaotic episode, the show suddenly cuts to a live-action shot of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and what he does next is peak Family Guy absurdity. There he is, staring blankly at a table set with Peter and Lois dolls. No context, no explanation. He then proceeds to awkwardly smash them together like a bored kid playing house. And just when you think it couldn't get weirder, The Rock stares directly into the camera, expressionless, for several seconds. No dialogue, no music, just pure deadpan insanity. Fans went wild. The internet exploded with confusion and laughter. It wasn't just a cameo, it was a comedic left hook that no one saw coming. By placing one of the world's most charismatic action stars in a completely meaningless moment, Family Guy delivered a meta gag so dumb, it was genius. 3. David Lynch, How the Griffin Stole Christmas. In Season 15's holiday special, How the Griffin Stole Christmas, Family Guy took a detour into the bizarre with a pitch-perfect parody featuring none other than David Lynch himself. The legendary filmmaker lent his iconic voice and eerie presence to a spoof called How David Lynch Stole Christmas, a twisted take on holiday cheer with a Twin Peaks flavor. Lynch appears sliding down a chimney, muttering cryptic lines about coffee, existential dread, and anti-Christmas sentiment, all in that signature slow drawl. It's strange, it's unsettling, and it's hilariously accurate. His cameo turns Quahog into a mini Lynchverse for a moment, complete with surreal visuals, shadowy lighting, and a haunting tone that throws viewers off in the best way. Fans were stunned at how well the show captured Lynch's unique style, balancing creepy and comedic in perfect harmony. And after Lynch's passing, the scene took on new weight. What began as parody now serves as a surprisingly heartfelt tribute to a creative mind like no other. 2. James Woods' multiple episodes. When it comes to Family Guy's most chaotic, unforgettable recurring guest star, James Woods easily takes the crown. His appearances aren't just cameos, they're full-blown character arcs that push the absurdity to new heights. It all starts in Peter's Got Woods, where he replaces Brian as Peter's new best friend, only to reveal a creepy, obsessive streak that sets the tone for his future returns. In Back to the Woods, he escalates from clingy to criminal, stealing Peter's identity, house, and even his life, in one of the show's most hilariously unhinged episodes. Then there's the iconic "Ooh, a piece of candy" gag, 3 seconds of pure gold, that became a full-blown internet meme and cemented Woods as a fan favorite. He also disrupts Brian's Hollywood dreams in Brian Griffin's House of Pain, turning a simple script review into chaotic sabotage. James Woods doesn't just play himself. He plays a deranged, cartoonified version that's unpredictable, hilarious, and shows just how far Family Guy will go to roast anyone, even their own guest stars. 1. Tom Brady, Jay Leno and Company, Patriot Games. Season 4's Patriot Games might just be the most ambitious celebrity cameo-packed episode in Family Guy history, and it delivers on every front. In a storyline that spirals from absurdity into pure chaos, we see Tom Brady, Troy Brown, Carol Channing, Bob Costas, and Jay Leno all appear as themselves, each adding a surreal layer of star power to the madness. It kicks off with Brady casually recruiting Peter Griffin to play for the New England Patriots after seeing him dominate a drunken backyard football game. Totally normal, right? Soon after, Bob Costas shows up to conduct a hilariously dramatic sports interview, and Jay Leno, because of course, makes a surprise appearance to threaten Brady for stealing Peter's spotlight. What could have been a simple sports parody turns into a full-blown celebrity spectacle, packed with bizarre twists, weird matchups, and classic Family Guy randomness. It's not just a cameo, it's a comedic Super Bowl, and every guest star plays along like they've been in Quahog all along. Before we wrap this wild ride, let's rapid-fire a few cameos that didn't make the top 10, but still deserve a standing ovation. Jay Leno shows up more than once, always playing himself with that signature smirk. Conan O'Brien hilariously gets burned by Stewie during a Super Bowl gag. Will Ferrell goes full medieval madness as the Black Knight. Bob Costas pops in during the Patriot Games arc, dropping deadpan commentary like a champ. And yes, Carol Channing literally fistfights Mike Tyson in one of the most unexpected matchups in cartoon history. That's the beauty of Family Guy. No one is off limits, and no cameo is too weird. Whether it's a blink and you miss it line or a full guest arc, These stars helped make Quahog the most chaotic celebrity hotspot in TV history. Family Guy doesn't just break the rules of television, it burns them, mocks them, and turns them into cutaway jokes. And its celebrity cameos? They've become part of that legend. These aren't just walk-on voiceovers. They're bold, bizarre, and often completely self-roasting performances from A-listers who willingly jump into the madness. There's something special about watching Ryan Reynolds flirt with Peter, or Liam Neeson flatten him in a back-alley brawl. It's not about realism, it's about unpredictability. And that's what Family Guy has mastered for over 2 decades. These moments remind us that in Quahog, no one's too famous to be mocked, and every episode is a chance for a surprise. So now we turn it over to you. Which celebrity cameo blew your mind the most? Which one did we miss? Drop your answer in the comments, hit that like button if this gave you nostalgia chills, and don't forget to subscribe for more animated deep dives like this. Because in the world of Family Guy, the next legendary guest star could be just one punchline away.